Today's video is all about the best pregnancy safe exercises at home and the gym. Before getting into the video, do like, share, and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more interesting updates. So let's get started. The best pregnancy safe exercises at home and the gym. The excitement or sheer panic you felt when you saw those two blue or pink lines appear is likely something you'll never forget. And now that you're pregnant, you might be wondering what needs to change and what can stay the same. The good news, staying active tops the list of things to keep for the next 9 months. And whether you're looking to continue your current workout routine or start a new one, we have got you covered. From cardio and strength training to stretching and core exercises. Here's everything you need to know about staying fit during your pregnancy. Benefits of exercising while pregnant. If you think of exercise solely as a way to fit into a smaller pair of pants, you may need to shift your perspective and priorities now that you're pregnant. According to American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, ACOG, exercising during pregnancy can lead to a lower incidence of first preterm birth, cesarean birth, excessive weight gain, gestational diabetes, or hypertensive disorders such as preeclampsia, lower birth weight. It's also an excellent way to maintain physical fitness, reduce low back pain, manage symptoms of depression and anxiety, reduce stress, improve postpartum recovery. Brooke Cates, prenatal and postpartum fitness expert and owner of Studio Bloom, says some exercises can be implemented in each trimester to support the body through its physical changes while preparing for an easier return to exercise postpartum. She emphasizes a shift of focus on core and pelvic floor awareness, which can help you build a deeper core based connection before the real changes began to take place. Next, safety tips for exercises while pregnant. When considering exercises for pregnancy, Cates says there aren't a lot of activities that need to be removed from your current regimen. While the majority of exercises can be continued throughout each trimester, modifying and scaling back where needed can help increase the strength, stability, and physical adaptability as your body changes, she says. With that in mind, here are some general safety tips to consider when exercising during pregnancy according to the ACOG. First, get clearance from your doctor if you are new to exercise or you have any health conditions that may contraindicate exercise. Second, drink plenty of water before, during, and after exercise. Third, wear supportive clothing such as supportive sports bra or belly band. Fourth, don't become overheated, especially during the first trimester. Fifth, avoid lying flat on your back for too long, especially during the third trimester. Sixth, avoid contact sports and hot yoga. Next, cardio for all three trimesters. Cardiovascular exercises such as walking, swimming, jogging, and stationary cycling are top picks during all three trimesters. Unless your doctor has told you to modify physical activity, follow the US Department of Health and Human Services physical activity guidelines for Americans, which recommends getting at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity each week. If you are used to doing vigorous intensity exercises such as running or your fitness level is high, the ACOG says you can continue these activities during pregnancy with your doctor's clearance, of course. Next, exercises to do in the first trimester of pregnancy. The first 3 months of pregnancy can be a wild range ride of emotions. From elation and pure joy to concern, worry, and even fear as you begin to realize that you're responsible for nourishing, growing, and keeping this tiny soon to be human being safe and healthy. As long as you are not considered a high risk pregnancy, physical therapist Heather Jeffcott, DPT, says you can continue with your regular exercise routine in the first trimester. The foundation of a well rounded prenatal fitness routine should include at least 150 minutes of cardiovascular activity each week and 2 to 3 days of strength training exercises that target the major muscle groups. It should also focus on specific exercises that help make pregnancy easier and prepare you for labor and childbirth. It may seem far off, but it will be here before you know it. One area of importance, says Jeff Coat, is to work on body awareness to prepare for changes in your posture. Doing an exercise like the pelvic curl is a great way to begin working on spinal mobility and strengthening the abdominal muscles that will support your belly as it grows, she says. First, pelvic curl. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the ground, about hip width apart. Next step, take a deep breath into prepare. Then exhale as you tuck your pelvis, your hips, so that you're making an impression of your spine on the floor. Next, keep that tucked position as you continue the exhale and roll through the movement so that you are lifting your spine out of that impression one vertebra at a time. Next, stop when you reach your shoulder blades. Next, inhale at the top of the movement, then exhale as you fold your body back down, placing one vertebra at a time back onto the floor until you get to starting position on the back of your pelvis, your hips, as many will refer to them as same. Next, do 12 to 15 repetitions. For an added challenge, bring your legs all the way together. Second, pelvic brace. Do this throughout pregnancy as long as you don't have pelvic floor symptoms such as painful intercourse or urinary urgency. For this, first lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the ground, about hip width apart. Next, place your pelvis and low back into a neutral position. To find this, make sure you're resting on the back of your pelvis and creating a small space in your lower back. That is, your back should not be pressed into the floor. Next, inhale to prepare, then exhale to perform a Kegel contraction. By gently closing the openings, the urethra, the vagina, and anus. As you are performing this contraction, notice how your lower abdominal muscles want to work with that. Next, slightly draw the lower abs in with the Kegel. Inhale, relax the abs and pelvic floor. Exhale, repeat contraction. Next, do 2 sets of 8 to 15 repetitions of 3 to 5 seconds hold once or twice a day. Third, kneeling push-ups. This moves target, core and upper body strengthening together. First, lie flat on your stomach, then push up onto your hands and knees, keeping your knees behind your hips. Next, pull in your abs, the pelvic brace, and then slowly lower your chest toward the floor as you inhale. Exhale as you press back up. For this, Start with 6 to 10 and gradually work up to 20 to 24 repetitions. Next, squats. The first trimester is also an ideal time to get squatting. If you have access to the gym, you can also use the leg press machine. Squats, especially bodyweight squats, can be done throughout your entire pregnancy. Plus, since squats strengthen all the muscles in your lower body, including the quadriceps, gluteus, and hamstrings, Jeffcott says keeping these muscles strong is a great way to protect your back, so you use your legs instead of your back when lifting. First, stand in front of a couch with your back facing the couch. Begin with feet just wider than hip width apart. Use this couch as a guide to ensure proper form. Next, squat down like you're about to sit down on the couch, but come back up just as your thighs start to touch it. Next, make sure you take 5 seconds to go down, 3 seconds to come back up. Next, exhale as you squat, inhale as you stand. For this, do 2 sets of 15 to 20 repetitions. Next, bicep curls. This simple yet effective move is another top pick throughout pregnancy. Jeffcott says bicep curl are a key move to add to your workouts since you need to prepare your arms for repeatedly lifting and holding your baby. First, grab 5 to 10 pound dumbbells and stand with your feet slightly wider than your hips and your knees slightly bent. Next, exhale as you slowly bend your elbows, bringing the dumbbells towards your shoulder. Next, inhale and slowly lower the weights back down. For this, take 3 seconds to lift the dumbbells and 5 seconds to lower. Do 2 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. Some variations and additional strength training moves to include in the first trimester, according to Brittany Robles, MD CPT, includes lunges with weight, glute bridge. If you are experiencing any pelvic pain or have a history of pelvic pain with pregnancies, you can also add ball squeezes in between your thighs during the glutes bridges. Next, standard push ups. When it comes to what you should avoid during the first trimester, Robel says to put your high intensity interval training on hold since it's an easy way to exhaust yourself early in pregnancy. Robles also recommends avoiding any exercise where you can experience trauma, such as contact sports.